I was having the back end
checked
out.
Yeah.
To start with, when I go in to the nurse that's going to be assisting, lo and behold, I went to high school with her. So
that's always fun.
That's how it's like. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Curious Crossroads. I'm Doug, and this is my son, Doug. And we are really happy today because we have a couple of guys that have been on the show before, but never together. So we're expecting some fireworks today. They both know a little bit about everything and a lot about nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott McAdam and Jeff Magdik.
Glad to be here.
Hi, audience.
Let's start off with your last name, Jeff, Magdik. Did that get you beat up a lot in high school?
Back in the young days when you were like in junior high, no, even before that, elementary school, yeah, there was a lot of comments being made.
Magdik. I can't even imagine what nationality that is. What?
That would be Slovak.
Is Luka done?
He's Slovenian. Luka Doncic.
Slovenian. What do you think about that Dallas Maverick trade where Luka ended up going over to the Lakers?
I think he's going to take over.
Scott, you're the genius in sports.
I don't watch that much basketball anymore, but
all right, moving on.
It's going to be a short show.
I don't think it's going to really help the Lakers any. I think it'll be more detrimental. I don't think the two, LeBron and Luka, can share the ball.
That's what I was going to say. What do you think LeBron's going to do?
I think it's going to work really good.
Didn't last night.
Did they lose?
Yeah.
Oh,
they got beat by the Jazz, who are in second to the last place in the Western Conference.
They lost to the Jazz?
131 to 119, I think.
Oh, geez, maybe not.
You know, all I could find on the internet, they let go of Luka because of his diet. Do you think there's more to it than just that?
Maybe he's got like a drinking problem, and that's why he's overweight.
Well, I think he was up for a new.
What I was thinking.
I think he was up for a new contract, and they were talking like I forget how many years for $345 million. And it's like, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Jeff, you said you're to get off sports a little bit, but your brother.
Okay.
So he had to go in for a biopsy or something, or what happened with that?
Yeah, he did. How do we go from basketball to this?
We just want to get you involved in the conversation.
I totally
Yeah,
was
we
involved.
know you're
By
good.
the way, if I was snoring, I'm sorry. Well, he had a procedure on Monday, and walks in. They're going to check him out in the back door, do a little biopsy for him. And they bring in the whole training crew of doctors, so he's got 9 or 10 other people in there while he shows up, which is a surprise right at the very end.
So they bring in like medical students or like
Apparently they were, yeah.
and they don't even ask.
Didn't ask
Just bring 'em
nothing,
in.
just there we go.
Nobody dropped a junior mint inside his wound.
No,
I was
no-
gonna say
No.
it's straight out of Seinfeld.
Yeah, so they're they're going up the back way to do a biopsy. Looks like a little prostate cancer, maybe. And
Oh, geez.
That's not funny.
no, it's not funny.
No.
But the story's funny. And so you got your trainees in there, and they're opening things up. And the doc says, "Hey," to the guy that's like 6'6", "come on over here. I need you to help me on this." So. Yeah, so Tim and I, we laughed for about 30 minutes about this on Tuesday when I was talking to him about the whole procedure. So it was interesting.
That sounds very similar to my procedure.
I was going to say, I know you had one.
This was like
similar to
10
that.
years ago. I was having the back end
checked out.
checked out.
Yeah.
And this is back when they used an instrument that looked a lot like a hair curler.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think there was a similar instrument
about this
involved in
long.
This one.
Well, now they very, very flexible. To start with, when I go in to the nurse that's going to be assisting, lo and behold, I went to high school with her. So
That's always fun.
that's how it's like. So, anyways, they get started to do the thing, and they raised up the table, and then he inserted the hair
Just
curl.
the tip, right?
They inserted the hair curler, and I passed out. I started getting up too quick. And when I came to, there's her, and I just said, was I in a car accident? And now I add this part. This part's not true, but I always add this in the story, that she said, no, but you were rear-ended.
There you go.
That's the only part that's not true.
Yeah, well,
So,
I think when you go into something like that, you need to have one-liners ready, so, just in case.
You have them written on your sleeve like a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that like your worst nightmare, seeing someone from school?
yeah, that's pretty much, seriously. That is just so, and then she knew a lot of the people that I know.
So now she's going to go tell them what she sees.
It was pretty traumatic.
Didn't she disappear not too long after that?
That was no fun. But I came out with a clean bill of health, so that was the
Well, that's what we're hoping for Tim.
good thing about it.
Yeah.
Let's get back to sports.
I do want to get back to sports a little bit. I want to talk about the Timberwolves.
I was just thinking about the trade, and I heard they were talking that A-Rod and they just went through mediation.
I guess they won their lawsuit, and now the
Arbitration favored in Alex
yeah.
Rodriguez's.
So the Timberwolves are owned by Alex Rodriguez?
Not yet.
Well, what has
Glenn
to play
Taylor
out?
still has some recourse, I guess.
They got to make their last payment.
Not only that, but
An
they have to
appeal?
be approved by the other owners. The other owners have a lot of clout. They can shut it down if they wanted to, but it doesn't look like they will. But the biggest thing is on that is all of a sudden, I mean, almost like overnight, that team went from being worth $1.5 billion to all of a sudden $3 billion. And Alex Rodriguez and his partner are getting in on the $1.5 billion. So I think Glenn Taylor had a little bit of buyer's remorse as far as wanting to get out of that.
What does this do for the Timberwolves? Do you think this is a good move?
As long as they don't get rid of them.
Well,
Or like moving to Seattle or Vegas or something.
Yeah, that's the two areas that they were talking about they could move to. But
What do you think
They-
of
they
Alex
made a lot of
Rodriguez? Do you think he's would be a good owner, or do you think he's got other ideas?
I was thinking he was going to lose the respect when he started dating J-Lo.
Does that gal never ages either?
Yeah.
I mean, you look back at her before pictures and what they are now, and she's a very attractive woman. Is it okay to talk about women if they look pretty? I mean, is that frowned on nowadays? Or, I mean, if I had some women and they were saying, "Man, that Doug Solom,
Was hot.
he is a hot dude,"
This is definitely a theoretical.
well, I heard they were talking about you after the colonoscopy. There's pictures of you or parts of you all over the.
But I'm not going to have any issue with anybody saying. But that's just me. Again, I don't know if that's because I'm a guy or what.
What if you were dating a 24-year-old like Belichick? Would you think they'd be talking about you in a weird sort of way, or they'd be like, "Damn, that Doug's hot"? And
I'm not. I don't think I look as old as Belichick.
Well, you're not as old, so.
No. Well, some people are younger but look older. But no, I think that a lot of people, if they saw me with that 24-year-old, wouldn't have any problem at all.
I think most people go, "Oh, I thought Doug only had one daughter."
granddaughter.
That happened that one time, remember? When I was like in elementary school and they thought you were my grandpa.
Yeah.
We were going through McDonald's.
McDonald's drive-thru. I went through every day and had the same gal. And finally, one time I had to bring Doug to school, elementary school, and we drive through the thing, and she gives me my pop or whatever, and she goes, "Is that your grandson?" I remember when I was 40 years old and went to the movie theater in the afternoon, and the guy goes, "Oh, and I remembered to give you the senior rate." And it's like... And then one other time I was going through the Kentucky Fried Chicken thing, and I must have been 50 or whatever, and I'm going through the drive-through, and the guy goes, "Yeah, that'll be $12.80. Oh, wait a minute, you get the senior discount." And he redid the ticket.
Didn't somebody think you were married to grandma too?
Yeah,
Boy, I never heard that one before.
I think they were just being nice because I was with my mom and somebody said, would you and your husband like to?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Whatever. What?
This doesn't. None of this helps your being younger than Belichick. Little.
Well,
It's like we just like laid out the evidence of like you're not.
But he has a better body than Belichick.
No,
where the
thank
guy
you.
works out.
Thank you.
We'll zoom in on during this part so people can get a nice close look.
You're kind of a mean dude today. I think that's because you've been sick. Doug's been out sick for a week, and he's just getting over whatever it was you had.
Well, Carly went to Mexico for work. Then she came back, and then I got like the flu or something, and
She
we were
brought
just both
something
sick
home.
in the house.
Right. Super Bowl. Was I the only one that thought the Chiefs would win? I mean,
No, I thought they were going to win the whole time.
I wanted him.
there's a lot of people. Oh no, I just knew the Eagles were going to win. I just knew it.
I picked them.
He's that guy.
I lost $10 to him.
I was gonna say.
I always go National League.
If
I don't have a horse in the
No matter
race.
what, why?
I don't know. Growing up, my favorite baseball team was the National League
so it's just
Cardinals,
like
and my favorite football team was the NFL Rams. So,
Back in the St. Louis Rams day.
the Los Angeles Rams.
Los Angeles Rams?
I'm talking the '60s.
Oh, man.
Merlin Olsen, Deacon Jones,
Okay.
those guys. Fearsome Foursome. Roman Gabriel's quarterback.
I remember that guy.
And
Who was the guy in the old commercials and he was going through the tunnel and he threw the kid the
Mean Joe Green.
Joe
Mean
Green.
Who'd he play for?
Steelers.
That was back when I was a Steelers fan.
Your bandwagon?
No, I
You
lived
just
out
admitted
there.
Well, yeah,
being a
that's where
bandwagon.
you're
I
from.
was, when they had the
So
steel curtain and all that.
Aren't you
that
still
was,
a Steelers fan? If you got the choice, why wouldn't you be a Steelers fan? You get
because Steelers
championships.
fans are like Green Bay fans,
oh
over the top. I think they're way over than
Well,
even the
the
Green Bay.
biggest over the top has to be the Eagles. Don't you think they're?
yeah, I
Well,
hate
just
Eagle
throwing
fans.
batteries at people and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
They're
I mean,
like
those
that's
guys are-
just like
I don't understand that.
They're pretty crazy.
yeah.
But they're not the only city to do that.
yeah, but they're kind of on their own level.
I know, what was it, back in the 70s? Didn't they throw rocks at Santa Claus? Or something at Santa Claus during a game? He was dressed up as Santa Claus, and
This is Philadelphia.
the fans threw snowballs and beer cans and stuff at Santa Claus.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I'd be scared a little bit going to an Eagles game like in Philly, wearing a Vikings jersey. I think I would get beer. And
Oh
shit
yeah,
thrown
I
on me.
definitely wouldn't wear another team's jersey.
Well, it's like you can go to
Seriously.
you can go to Green Bay though, and they'll.
Yeah.
It's
They'll
like
have
it's
to-
almost like they feel bad for you. like most, like if you're a Vikings fan, like usually where you go, they're like, "Oh, that's cute, that's cute." And then like Packer fans come here and we just want to talk crap and stuff. It's like
Right.
once you win, you're not really threatened by a team that's never won.
How were they able to get on Mahomes like they did? I mean, they weren't blitzing. They just had a four-man.
Well, their four men average like what 330, 340.
6'8".
Yeah.
They were 6'6" or
Just-
something. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
I mean, he looked like
Big,
Darnold.
ugly
He looked like
guys.
Darnold out there, didn't he? I mean, seriously,
Oh,
he
yeah.
looked just like Darnold.
Kansas City's
In the playoffs.
offensive line hasn't been good all year, in my opinion.
That's
I saw where the Eagles wanted to give Kelsey's brother a Super Bowl ring too,
Travis.
because he just quit last year, and then
Yeah,
they
no.
won this. But he won't take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
He
Wait
said
a second.
Like a
he said
charity.
absolutely not.
That's kind of like letting Tim Bullock hit from the front tees when he's only 64.
He was on the other side of 65. Save that for our golf segment.
All right,
That's
there you
still
go.
coming up.
I wasn't a fan of the halftime show either. I know it's like such a split thing. Like some people thought it was amazing, and I was like, God, it was like I'm not a Kendrick Lamar fan, but I was like, this is kind of boring too. I don't know.
Well, I just saw all the hidden meanings that were going on during that
Yeah, I
and
know,
if you
that's-
don't understand it to begin with, and you have to have it explained to you afterward, I think you were the one that was saying that.
Yeah.
It
like-
just doesn't seem.
cool. There's symbolism, but I still want to be entertained while I'm watching it. I don't know. It's just like maybe it's like you say, more for a niche. Of
I
like
can't
people that-
listen fast enough to that type of music. I can't pick up the words quick
Yeah.
enough to understand what they're talking about.
I think most people
Yeah, it
that
is.
watch that or listened to that would say the same thing. So
Yeah,
I don't know about most people.
Yeah, like that.
I don't know. Like I say,
I never saw a second of it, so
we're in a different
I'm not
demographic
gonna, I
too.
won't talk
So
about it.
Yeah, we're definitely not the demographic, or you guys aren't the demographic.
Yeah, I've become my folks.
I should like it.
I've become my folks to that music, as
And as they were to
to
what?
what I listened to back in the '60s and '70s.
So like just like classic rock.
Yeah,
are you one of those guys that say we haven't had any good music made since the 60s or 70s? Or
I
what
started saying that about 1980.
well, at least you could understand the words back then. Now I'm making myself sound old, but it just seems like so many songs today you can't understand what they're saying.
I do think hard times and like crises brings out really good music. Like if you talk about like after the World Wars and Vietnam Wars and stuff, you get a lot of good, because people are going through stuff and they write good music because it's just more meaningful at that
So
time.
you think we should go to war?
Yeah,
and then
we should go back to war. If we really want good music, we got to go back to war.
So was that good music the other night, or
I mean, that's not
Super
my
Bowl
thing.
halftime?
No, that's not my thing. I mean, a lot of people like Kendrick, and that's cool. I don't know.
People that are younger?
But that's not
than,
my. That's I
say
just don't.
people that are younger than you.
Yeah, but I just don't listen to that kind of music anyways. Like rap's not like, I got friends that listen to J. Cole and like that, and they're like lyrical people. When I listen to songs, I never really hear the words. I'm a rhythm guy. So like these guys that have like really good poetry or really good lyrics to their songs, it just never connects with me because I'm just not someone that listens to the lyrics. I like the beat and the tune and the rhythm, and like that's what I go for.
I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a halftime show at Super Bowl. I couldn't.
are you in
Actually,
bed by that time or?
No, I just
Had dinner at 4.
that's when they stopped having the cowsills at halftime.
What?
People right now are going, who are the cow sills?
I just said that. I was like, I don't know what that is.
I don't know who that is.
Usher was pretty good though. I think Usher was last year. See, he put on a show where it's like, do you
Was Usher
remember that?
last year?
Yeah,
I think so.
So who'd you like to
But
see?
that's a
You'd
lot.
like to see the Stones or the Who, or what would you like to see back up there?
I'm not really sure.
Dean Martin.
How about Justin Timberlake and
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson doing a?
I remember just sitting in the family room with you and Mom and Katie, and we were all like,
Cover your eyes,
we
kid.
were like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then it was just silence. It was just like, that was like one of the first like moments where it was just like super bizarre.
And what's weird is she's the one that caught all the flack. He didn't get any flack at all.
That wasn't his boob.
What's going to happen to Sam Darnold?
He's gone, I think.
Scott, we'll start with you. Let's move on to Doug. Doug, what do you think's going to happen?
I think they'll try trading him, just
Right.
because of the money that they're probably going to have to pay him.
Would it make sense to franchise him and then try to trade him for first-round picks?
That would be a smart thing, and I'd hope their front office would, look at that and go, hey, we could do this.
What do you see Darnold hanging around?
I don't see that. Again, I'm with Scott here. I think money's going to be a thing, and you got too many quarterbacks sitting on the bench right now waiting to go, and you got the big guy that's coming in, and you don't know what's going to happen with them either. That's the problem. You're coming from
Right.
college into the pros
And injured right away.
and injured right away, and
And then the dark
big
horse out
adjustment
there
there.
is Aaron Rodgers.
Right. His name is tossed around a lot.
I'm not a big proponent of him coming here.
Let's do it.
I'm all
Yeah.
for the Aaron Rodgers coming to
I
Minnesota.
think that'd be great.
I like Aaron
I
Rodgers.
know so many people would be pissed, but I'm like, I like the drama. Aaron
Give it a
Rodgers,
run.
he'll be fun. JJ McCarthy.
So he's going
I
to
mean,
come to another team that doesn't have a very good offensive line, and he's probably going to go through the same thing he did with the Jets last year.
Did you watch that Aaron Rodgers documentary? Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. I like that documentary.
Yeah, he's definitely out there. He thinks like I think, though. Like, he's a curious dude.
Tell everybody what ayahuasca is, because he goes through a.
Is that a town in Wisconsin?
He goes through a camp that.
Yeah,
Does-
ayahuasca is like it's like a journey. You go on a trip through like a drug. It's like a drug, and I think you smoke it, and it's kind of like acid. and you're supposed to have like a really kind of a big life enlightenment kind of a thing. And
Right.
they set it up with like, they call it guides. So you have like guides that are with you and they watch you and make sure that you have a good experience. And it's supposed to be kind of comparable. Instead of taking like antidepressants or something like that, it's supposed to help you like feel better about yourself mentally through using drugs.
I have a lot of buddies in high school who were on an ayahuasca trip before it was ayahuasca.
Yeah.
The only thing that was they started right when he was a young kid coming up, and it was really interesting. But then he's trying to find himself, and he goes to that camp, and you're just thinking, yeah, he's really. And then all of a sudden you realize it's like a 5-camera shoot. You know, there's cameras everywhere, and how can you really get into your zen?
Yeah, it seems like he's like trying to figure out his purpose and like meaning. And Carly's brother had a good point too. He's like, have some kids and then you like figure out real quick like meaning and purpose and stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel like he should at least look at having kids.
Are you
if he's
saying
looking
that?
for-
Are you saying that you're my purpose?
Obviously.
Your special purpose.
Is this the part of the show where the theme song from Father Knows Best comes on in the background?
And
What's Father
Eleanor
Knows Best?
Donahue.
You don't know what Father
I
Knows
know
Best
what
was?
Father Knows Best is. Of course I do.
Well, Eleanor Donahue, Billy Graham, Lauren Chapin, and Father Knows Best.
Who was the lead in that?
Robert Young,
Robert Young.
Jane Wyman.
Robert Young. Huh.
And who is she married to?
Who?
Jane Wyman.
I don't know.
Wasn't she married to Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
Not that one. No, that's
No?
no.
Am I wrong on that?
You're wrong on that.
I thought she got
Scotty
divorced.
There's another one. Her name is
Jane Wyatt.
Wymansky.
no. Jane Wyatt is Father Knows Best. Jane Wyman is the one who was married to Reagan.
So I was right.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
God, all that and he was
Yeah. What the
Jane
hell?
Wyatt. Yeah.
Wyatt?
Whatever.
So Jeff is right.
I'm
this
not
person
sure.
was married to
I
Reagan.
just-
There was one. Yeah, Jane Wyman was married to Reagan.
Okay. Never got that figured out.
I don't even know what that is.
You know, let's talk a little bit. This is, maybe can take us up to closing time, but
Is it midnight?
to talk about golf. We all love golf in this room.
Oh my God.
It's something that, but
Golf don't love me.
golf don't love us back. That's the big problem. But we're going to be putting up, while we're talking here, we'll put up some of the stuff that we did over at On the Green.
Oh, great.
Whether we like it or not,
Great.
you're going to be showing up on.
Can you put up that Michael Jackson video for me? So,
And
Can you put Lamar Kendrick's halftime show up when it
That was very dyslexic. Kendrick Lamar.
and
Lamar Kendrick.
yeah, Lamar Kendrick. You got.
whatever.
His alter ego. It's like,
I think they answered everything.
But anyways, we were.
Wait a second. What did you say?
There's two people, Lamar
okay,
and
okay.
Kendrick.
Anyway, we were over at On the Green, and they are great people over at. We always got to give them a little plug. They're great people over at On the Green. They take care of us. What's really neat now is they have 2 special bays where you are able to use AI. And it's kind of cool because you push a button and it's just recording everything that you're doing, you know, with the triangles and stuff. And then it's giving you a complete rundown on setup and all this stuff, saying perfect, good, fair, really bad.
It started smoking when I was electricity was coming out of it.
Does not compute.
You can't mix matter and antimatter, Captain.
place is awesome.
It is.
It is.
It's a lot of fun. Got to give a shout out to Casey over there.
Casey does a great job.
He does. He takes care of us, and he's a good guy. He's their manager over there.
I noticed since last week we were there, they put that divider up.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wonder if someone complained.
Yeah. When Duke takes a swing and the ball comes backwards.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, how did that even
protection.
happen?
I don't know how that
That was
happened.
crazy.
Did it hit the wall and come back? Or
It
was
hit,
like when you,
it hit something hard.
He did. I don't know how he did it. So
What do you like about golf? What makes you keep golfing.
I just
Yeah, why do you do
Why
it?
don't you take up bowling?
Why do you do it? You did used to bowl. I've seen his trophies. This guy, he was a
bowler?
bowler. That's for another show, but this guy could bowl.
I just enjoy going out with the guys, and we used to start. We'd go all over the place
Right. It would be a different course every week.
and I enjoyed seeing the other courses.
So why do you do it now then?
It's something to do.
Get a drink?
I have enough one good shot that keeps me coming back every week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, except for that 3-week period. Why I kept up after that, I'm not really sure.
Hey, ask Doug about the present I gave him when we were at Elsie's.
What did he give you at Elsie's?
This Doug?
You, Doug.
Oh, a
Senior
picture.
Doug.
Picture, wasn't it?
I framed a scorecard.
Didn't you?
Oh,
lose?
yeah.
We had a match against these two.
I thought you lost it too. You
I
didn't
was
even-
with, was it me and Rich or me and,
You and Rich.
You and Rich.
and we lost every hole that day. And of course he had to frame it and give it to me as a Christmas gift.
If I remember correctly, I actually had a few good shots that round.
You were dominant.
You did. I think you carried Jeff.
Yeah.
But then I was able to find the scorecard where my wife and I totally annihilated Jeff and his wife.
Come on.
So, yeah. It
I'm
was-
looking for a rematch on that one then. I don't remember that. I think you just made that scorecard up.
Did you ever find the picture with you and Arnold Palmer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And what's the story behind that?
We were at the 3M. That was when the seniors were playing there, and I still lived on the golf course. We were coming back from the clubhouse after the day of golf, and Arnie was just standing out in the driveway as we drove by.
He was staying in a house there.
Yeah, staying in a house a couple doors down from my house, and we stopped and said, hey, you seen any golfers around here? And he said, nope, I'm a doctor waiting to go out to dinner. And,
Seriously?
Yeah, and then we said, hey, Mr. Palmer, I said, would it be a problem if we took some pictures with you? And he said, no, come on out. Guy was as great as everybody talks about. And took some pictures with him. Unfortunately, I was wearing my Oakmont hat, which is a place that Arnie never won at. And
Did he say something?
no, he never said anything about that. But
To me, that's one of the all-time pictures that I would just love to have a picture and with Arnold Palmer.
yeah.
That would be...
Well, your story with Arnold Palmer's pretty good, too.
Yeah. I had the Sports Illustrated, and it was called The Duel at the Masters 1969, I think was the issue.
Yeah.
And Arnold Palmer was at bunker, and there was a big line, so I thought, oh, geez, he's going to... But he signs everybody's.
Yeah.
But I got up to him, and I said, would you sign this? And on the cover, it's Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
And he took it, and he signed it. He says, good luck getting that other one. But then, years later, I've got a friend, Robin Montague. You guys know
Yeah.
Robin.
Oh, yeah.
And she actually works the circuit with these different tournaments. And I gave it to Craig, another buddy. He gave it to her, and she got it signed by Jack Nicklaus. So I got that hanging in the house.
And didn't Craigie fold it up? And
Yes. He apparently didn't
thinking
know
about
that
that the
it
whole time.
loses value if you...
Yeah, he
Didn't realize.
slams it down on the table, and the
Put it
thing's like
underneath
all
the seat of
crumpled
the
Well,
down.
it was like the ear on the magazine was like this, you know, and I go,
Yay.
oh man.
Hey, when you use the mic, aim it like towards you just a little bit, so it's angled. Yeah, like that. Now talk.
Hello.
That's better.
Better.
Should have done that at the beginning. Damn it.
Why is he not?
No,
heard
it's just
good?
when it's straight up, it's like picking it up off
Yeah,
the
because
side.
take off
it's fine.
take
It
off that
works
cone
fine.
once that's on top of it. See how it's flat? It's not round.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is true, isn't it? I didn't think about that.
It's not a bi-directional.
I feel like
Gender.
Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Forget that scene.
When he first
classic.
won, he won the first race, and they got the mic, and his hands keep going up like this.
It's his first time getting fame, so he's like doing the
And
interview.
then
he's
the
like,
next scene, he's just like, "Whoa!" taking the mic, and I'm the best. You're right.
Scott, do you find that funny? or
I
no?
don't think I've seen the whole movie, so
How can you not? That is like one of the best movies.
I've
ever
seen a lot of
made.
parts of it, but I haven't seen the whole movie.
It is a classic. That is a good movie.
The Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell doesn't do a whole lot of movies lately, has he?
He just did a movie with his trans friend. Do you see
I
that?
thought that was more of a
Oh yeah, with them on the road.
Yeah, but it's still a movie.
He's also got a new movie out.
Is a
with,
documentary a movie? Yeah.
He's also got a new movie out with Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah,
And
just
that's
saw
on,
that.
I think it's on Netflix or.
With a knife.
Yeah, tell your joke.
You go up to somebody, you go, and you probably heard this, but you go up to somebody and you say, "Hey, did you hear about the actress that got stabbed? Reese,
Witherspoon.
With a knife.
no, with a knife." Thanks, Jeff. Because Witherspoon sounds like Witherspoon.
Yeah, we got
Well, he jumped in the middle of it and got the thing out.
Sorry. So sorry.
It is a classic.
So this guy takes his wife to the doctor. Should I tell that one?
No. I think
Why?
it's
Do it. Do it. Is it?
Yeah, we can edit it.
Go ahead.
Doug can edit it.
Look at Scott waiting for approval.
Well, there's the one where the guy goes in to the doctor and he says, I need a blood, urine, and stool sample, and the guy goes, "Here's my underwear."
That one never gets old. Go ahead, tell yours, Scott.
I don't think
Can you do it in an English accent?
I don't think I could say the last word.
Just do it.
I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
We'll just do it and I'll cut it. I'll see if I can do it.
You can beep it.
Yeah, I can beep. Yeah, I'll beep it. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Do it like a pirate. Do it like
Oh,
a
okay.
pirate. Sound like a pirate.
So
It is a pirate.
I takes his wife to the doctor. So this guy takes his wife to the doctor for some tests, and a couple days later he calls up to find the results, and the doctor says, "Well, she either got gonorrhea or Alzheimer's." The guy goes, "Well, geez, what do I do? How will I know?" He goes, "Well, take her 7-8 miles out of town, and if she finds her way back home, don't her."
Yeah, I don't know if I can play
You
that.
might have to beep
You could
that
just do a beep there. Yeah, I guess you can't really because the whole thing relies on that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to people. They can interpret it how they want.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about our show.
What you could do is he was supposed to take her. He dropped her out of town 2 miles, and if she comes knocking on your door, don't make love to her.
You hear crickets?
Instead of the word you use. I'm trying to give us. I'm trying to give us.
I know I heard crickets there.
Don't make love.
I'm trying to get.
her.
I'm trying to get it so it gets on the air. I'm trying to do you a favor.
Let me do it as a pirate again. Irish mateys. She walks the plank. But don't.
Well, I'm out of town this weekend, so I
Where
get to
are
go
you?
to a hockey tournament in Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, with Zach's boys.
Zach's boys, Duke is playing, and however, I got a phone call from Darby the other night. I'm the go-to now.
Is she
and-
talking now? Does she talk?
Darby's a little boy.
No, Darby's the
Oh,
oldest boy. Yeah. And by the way, yeah, Liberty is talking too. That girl
Darby.
doesn't quit
I'm sorry.
talking.
Tell Darby. I'm sorry.
No, leave that in for Darby.
I,
Yeah, 'cause
I
she'll-
thought you said Barbie.
She'll punch you.
No. So anyway, Darby calls me up the other night, and he's working me, and he says, "Papa, I need you to take me to hockey on Sunday." And I thought he was playing in the hockey tournament in Wisconsin, but he's back here. And we had the conversation, and he says, "No, I'm here. I need some." He says, "We can." That's where he starts working me. We can go snowmobiling. We can go ice fishing. We can go to the bar. We can watch chicks at the bar. It's what he tells me.
How old is he?
Really?
Isn't he like
He's
10?
12.
He's 12.
Good Slovak
Yeah,
boy.
definitely Jeff's grandson.
Yeah, definitely cut from Jeff's line.
I was with him the other day, and he called up Jeff, and he wanted Jeff to come pick him up or something because he was mad at his mom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, "Hey, come pick me up. My mom's been yelling at me. I want you to come pick me up." They're like buddies.
And Jeff was like, "I'll be right there."
I'm moving in. I said, well, let's think about this a little bit. So anyway, we're still going to Wisconsin. I don't know what's happening with Darby's golf or hockey this weekend. So, but he has playoff hockey too. So I'm assuming he's staying back. So Wisconsin Dells. Haven't been there since I was 12.
Everything's super pricey.
Is it?
I haven't been there in a while either.
Yeah, I think it's all touristy.
You think
wonder
the
if they
duck
still
boats
have
are going to
that-
be running?
Huh?
The duck boats, they still got those?
You have duck
Right
boats?
now?
Yeah.
I wonder if they still have that building that's
On the
upside
ice?
Remember the upside down building?
Yeah,
I was 12.
I think it was
when I
the White
there.
House or
Yeah,
something.
it was like a White House.
Have you been to Wisconsin Dells?
Many, many, many years ago.
We went there. We were coming back from Milwaukee, I think. So we drove by it, and we went in with Carly's family, and we went in to get some food, and we went to a Five Guys, and we got like 2 meals, and it cost $90 at Five Guys. Five Guys is the most overpriced
For
fast
burgers?
food. Yeah, I think it was a fry,
Wow.
2 fries, 2 burgers, and maybe a shake. And it came to like $80-some.
Wow.
Huh. Did you leave a
I
tip?
just remember the go-karts. Do you remember the go-karts that they had?
Yeah, when they
Back in the day, they did not have a thing on the governor, so those things
just
were
go
just
fast.
Wow.
Then we went back another year and we were like, oh, this sucks.
Do they ever?
Yeah, because all of a sudden they made it so you couldn't get it up to speed.
But they were like going, they were
Fast
going
enough
like,
to hurt yourself.
yeah,
huh?
40 to 50 miles
I just
per hour.
remember that it was me, Deb, Katie, and Dougie, and I remember we were just ripping around in almost out of the start. Deb clips Dougie's go-kart,
Spins him
and then they
around.
couldn't get it going again, so he just sat there crying.
That's so
Little
pissed.
Dougie.
They ever?
He
they,
was so mad.
Did they ever fix that lake that drained?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was, we were there when that was empty. That was really kind of surreal, seeing people out in the middle of there just walking.
Saw
They're like zombies.
Yeah,
There's the
all the water emptied out into the river. It just totally, and it was just this huge lake with nothing.
just got this cartoon character. Somebody just pulled the plug and everything just
Yeah.
burns out, or what?
that was
you know?
really bizarre. But they bounced back from that.
Well, Johnny Harita goes there. They go there every year, don't they?
I think so.
Wasn't
They,
he ju- I
they've,
thought he just went there or something.
they've got
Yeah.
golf courses and
Yeah.
everything else. I mean,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed my time there.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. I haven't been there forever, and I think it's hotel water parks and a lot of little kids that are
Right,
hockey
Wait,
players.
where are you staying?
I don't have a clue.
An RV?
You,
gonna
you know,
stay
you
there?
know how I am on these trips. I just show up.
Right. That's why I'm wondering if we'll get to Florida.
I was just waiting for you to say something.
When
And
are
on
you-
that note, we want to thank all of you for stopping.
Florida. Scotty, you coming with? No, Leanne's got a procedure.
Yeah, whenever it happens, she
Procedure.
still has to
Junior,
make her.
When is it? When is Florida?
He doesn't know yet.
end of March.
Oh, you don't even know yet?
He won't
End
know
March.
until the day before.
And-
well, I
March.
don't think we're going to Vegas anymore.
Guarantee he won't know until the day before.
I
End
was
of
going to
March.
go to Vegas with Carly and her family, but
Oh,
now
really?
it sounds like we're not going to go.
Why not?
I don't know. Airfare is a lot. It was like $800 just to get there.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap. I don't know. What's Florida? What's the pricing of Florida?
I don't know, but for Phoenix, Sun Country has a deal, and it's like $89 each way. But then by the time you do your luggage, you pick out your seat.
Yeah.
I think we were at $400.
Yeah.
We always like the one where the seats where you can have more leg room.
Stretch out.
The
And that's
bulkhead
another-
or whatever
Like
it's called.
I
comfort.
thought you were a Delta guy.
We used to fly Delta all the time,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for whatever reason, she's been doing Sun Country. So
Yeah.
You know, that is such a criminal act what airlines do nowadays. As far as
you might have to cut this out.
what they
Yeah, we
they
have a sponsorship with Delta, so be careful.
their a la carte ticket.
Oh, I know.
That's just crap.
Oh, that's the way almost all of them are. It
I
started
know.
out with just Spirit doing it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and now all of them do the a la carte. I agree. Everything used to be inclusive.
It's just
Yeah.
head
Well, so
should
Sun
roll.
Country's okay, is what you're saying. So if I put this all together on Sun Country, we're good.
Yeah.
We can all chit chat about that.
Wherever
Better-
you get the best deal.
Better
I mean,
than
I usually either Delta or Sun Country. I wouldn't fly Spirit.
No.
I can't be
Sun
saying
Coun-
this, can
Sun
I?
Country goes
Why?
right there.
I don't think you can talk bad
You can
about
have an opinion on stuff.
You can have an opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
No one has to listen to it.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what's great about America.
all right.
Free speech.
I'm throwing it together. We
Limited.
nail this thing
You've
down.
been saying that for a month
You don't
already.
seem like a very good planner, though. I don't
I'm a
think you-
planner. I'm
Really?
a planner.
When are you gonna? Why don't you try to get it
Look at
done
all
by
the
a certain
jobs.
date?
Look at all the construction jobs I have to deal with. That's what I do all day long. Plan.
So when are you going to have the whole
Jeff's
thing
a
set
builder, by the way, for those of you that aren't aware of it.
up? Yeah, do you have the, give me the documents of the house.
Oh, these ones?
Yeah.
I brought them to show your dad.
Here, I'll give you
Jeff's built, how many homes would you say you've built realistically without any fabricating?
Thousands over the years.
Thousands.
Thousands. Oh,
no!
God damn it.
That's live. That's live.
no!
What a finish to the show.
So, if we go down to Sarasota, are you bringing your Speedo and hit the beach? Siesta Keys is one of
Nobody
the nicest
sees this
beaches.
body except my wife.
No, I'll get out of here.
And that's only when the lights are out.
Or just dim just that right.
Yep. Well, I like to have the TV on. Hey, remember to subscribe if you want to get in on some of this good stuff. Subscribe. How easy is it?
Just go to YouTube, go under our video. There's a little button that says subscribe, and you just click on it.
So with that, have a good day.
Have a good life.